Give me your lips, progression. I have gone too long without and am stagnant, static. This is a love poem. We once let time spin. We once let time spin away like wax discs. Sit in this groove. Repeat, sit in this groove. We once got caught up in scratch seasons. This is a love poem. I'd wear summer words just wet from your lips. Let's hang them on the line. We whispered imminent histories, spoke of what happened tomorrow. Let's run them up the line like battle flags. Yesterday we are warriors. In love with the hot wax gushing from our wounds, we hush, heretics, with heated words. Rest the bodies in blankets of words. Lay our bodies on blankets of words. And sweat memories. Let's write them on the line. This is a love poem. I am nostalgic. Progression. Oh, these headphones. Nostalgic.
It was a most beautiful happening. The vibes were good, the women were there. Everybody was vibing. We'd now like to share this with you with a thing called
When the song begins, I stand under the strongest winds, conquering nothing but the hurricanes of music. Nostalgic progression, that's certain in my crew is the reason why you don't have to learn to play acoustics. Used to bang the keys, still work for grades in school. When you grow up to find out how worthless fame to you is. Born in a thought, but earth the place I moved in. Spreading rumors that it won't hurt your brain to use it. Listen, nobody's off stage giving cues, just me, Mr. Mill, and Dante, a recluse. Not paid, but it's cool, got trained in a room with cinder blocks where they drop breaks on the two. I brought faith to the pool, but y'all don't wanna bet on my tribe on a quest to bring thought to the deck. Baffled at the vinyl that Dante possessed, traveling through time when recluse rock a set. Trapped inside the light, Mr. Millen off it yet. You still don't got a clue about why you bob your head. Is it the beat or the lyrics? Technique or appearance? Either way, I'm not a sample, so I don't need your clearance. Adherent to no theorem, only one thing fundamental. To want the pencil as a means to put the mental. Now what's so simple about echoing the past? It's essential to the craft, we don't let go of the past. Instrumentals hold your ancestors, let us introduce y'all. And you thought this was just another cruise song.
Okay, we're going to calm things down here. Just a deep breath.
Listen for an explosive live sound.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen.
When the music's real, I stand under the roof and chill. Make room to feel the hurricanes of drumming. Nostalgic progression, a circuit name, no question. The reason why you don't have to learn to play percussion. First to lay the plumbing to a pipe dream where life seems. Digging the search in a shirt with 45 sleeves. No more than my team, the smart kids who traded their Nintendos for a different type of cartridge. Listen to the art, it's not just hip-hop beats. Caress the texture, visualize the collage piece. Imprisoned by what's not me, so we elect and stand to resurrect and pass through rhetoric and wax rooms. Whether we're the last few to wrestle with the sample, the time is here. Rebirth the pioneers. My see, we're destined to be canceled. My rhyme's free, not selling by the handful. Artists are paid, but we're farther away from even stalemate. Hip-hop means fighting over mail crates, and it's difficult. Yes, it's that difficult when the mass can indulge in what you have in the roots. I passed an adult, and this was his remark. Your wit is a charm, but your gift isn't art. Is it different at all? I'm echoing what has. My gift is the art of progression through the past. Instrumentals hold your ancestors, let us introduce y'all. Now you're part of what was just another cruise song.
Voices and instruments are beautifully blended. Yet, when properly reproduced, each part is clearly audible, unmarred by clashing distortion. There's is no better demonstration of production.
When the lyrics hit, I stand over the spirit switch. 2 years have spent the span of life. Nostalgic progression, the song enchants your mind. The reason why commercial radio no longer satisfies. A pattern lies, here's the first intimation. Music hurts today through an inverse relation. A rise in desire to control the charge. Compliments decline in a time where soul and heart had molded art. But here's the hopeful part, cause nowadays you can sample how nostalgia tastes. Served by Ricky Calloway. And I was straight when you kept in headphones. What digging means the record store is your new second home. Whether it's 99 cents you prefer to hunt, or you can frisk 5,000, re-emerge with one. I learned this from listening and loving the tradition that we covered, but now coupling the rhythm with the subject. And seeing is the method that I'm teaching it, but after this there'll be new definition to the words 100 BPM. I seem to let the pencil pivot the page. I seem to let the instrumental sit in my brain. Now is it the same? If it differs in ways. Nostalgic progression means to relive an age, as it ripples with change when we're echoing the past. Nostalgia is kept through progression of the past. Instrumentals hold your ancestors, let us introduce y'all. Go back and re-examine what was just another cruise song.
Rough.
Three qualified men to take over the direction of production. These 3 men were trained in a rather unique fashion. With their own hands, they produced vinyl, and I have utmost confidence in them. Not only because of what they've already done, but because of what they're prepared to do in the future.
Say good day. Sweat cat, cause I'm a cool cat. Just like people of the world, I would like to say good day. Sweat cat, cause I'm a cool cat. Just like people of the world, I would like to say good day. Sweat cat, cause I'm a cool cat. Just like welcome to the next your worries and when you're itching to scratch, frisking the wax, pierce the groove and dip in the past. Cause it's different from CDs with the snippets and tracks. When you can sit and reminisce over the crisp and the crack. When it's the same each week, no sleep cause you've been practicing. You're fresh on Fab 5 Freddy's, change the beat. Feel the pain in your knees, and though your fingers hurt a little, you still work on a scribble, pull a chirp, blow a twiddle. When words are too simple, you express songs instead, and speak through records only the selectors comprehend. Stack the textbooks and crates to book bags. You scratch the next hook for your neighborhood gaps, and the faces you grab. It's worth the hard labor, the place is pushed back by the work of crossfaders from the lost days you have spent on each mat. Abuse can mean love when 33s bleed black.
Hey, yeah. You guys want to hear ludicrous facts?
Oh, heck yeah.
Ludicrous on the edge.
Now to the transcribed exercise. That's the first exercise. Now the second one, and this is a hard one. This is the aw sound. You say aw, way in the back of the throat. Aw. It should be aw in the front and short.
Yo, to me it's comfort in the field, the touch of what is stealing the circumference of wheels. Running the wax, wanting to scratch, cause technique is sport. Fans listen, hands gripping, wax spinning, past visits. Grand Wizard Theodore was no accident. Had to be paid to go from scratch to juggle practicing. So much passion with cash money, Grandmaster Flash. Jazzy Jeff, Jazzy J, yo, we got your back. Melt yourself in the art,
by experimenting more positions than Jimi Hendrix when he held his guitar. Treat your tables like a workout, go hard and try it. Learn to do pull-ups on the tone arm from Tyrant. Riff raff doing hurdles on the Vedas, time it faster. War tactic throwing discus with the 45 adapter. As you listen to this tune, don't knock until you try it. People ugly, ugly people, will you please be quiet?
Plug it in and begin. Don't stop. Hectic. The hell's up out of here?
What's up? This is that fool. Riff of rap.
Keep jumping, you bastards. Ama desayuda con pechuga de la casilla.
When the music stops, immediately take your pulse.
This is the original Road Boy sound.
And you know, when your instrumental runs out,
and it's on a tape,
and you gotta stop scratching and play a record, that's low budget style, baby.
Victims of democracy, nothing but disguised hypocrisy.
A hungry search for peace, my country versus me. Sweet land of liberty, a cheap chant of limited. My free chance of living in a real democracy, yeah. It's still just mocking me when the millions talk of freedom that discriminates. Most civilians watch this tears and blood. We watched our fears erupt, then brought our spirits up. Inspired like that to bring fire right back. Empire strikes back, that'll be the sequel to the morning many claim look like a movie scene. Looks like my duty seems to back up a justice that only lives through brutal means. There is the new share in this view. 90% approved to be terrorists too. And how many are children under parents that do? Now who's dropping bombs just as careless as who? The big payback, just equip, aim, blast, and fully conquest. Check that bully nonsense and quick change, man. That gets us nowhere but in dead exposed where the risk get. Vengeance explodes where this kid's at. But they did the same to my rights, right? We have no choice, fight with twice, fight right. For revenge, we gonna let more innocent lives die. Your polls are authorizing drive-bys.
Now that's real gangsta shit. Gangsta shit. Gangsta shit.
But options are soft and we're not weak, so they don't want peace. No, they don't want peace. They'd rather take the price of life and make it cost more. But I don't want war. No, I don't want war. But options are soft and we're not weak, so they don't want peace. No, they don't want peace. They'd rather take the price of life and make it cost more. But I don't want war. No, I don't want war. I watch the bleeding violence, cops and bleeping sirens. Firefighters died for lies to stop the grief ignited. Next morning, watch the morning fleeting silence. Conclusion of events, more war is needed by this. I must be mistaken. What? A sleeping giant, disturbed from his slumber, awaken a breathing tyrant. Concerned with the suffered, lay claim to be impious. Had us learned by the numbers, so debating seems defiant. Symbol of worth with two planes that steeped inside it. Images were played to plant and shape the seeds of riot. And now I seem defiant, cause I want the peace rallies while you wanna see valleys carved out by warheads. Lives are marked down with more dead on both sides ignored. So old life returns to your cell phone while she sits in her shack to make herself home. How dare I really be concerned with how to make my wealth grow? Hollow, shallow, when trouble slaps us, we're allowed a muscle tantrum. That's the double standard. You feared us before, so how dare you interfere with my business of interfering in yours? These are my observations. Who can't I share them with? Anti-American? No, I just believe in more. I don't believe in war, certainly not for revenge. Worded as a call for defense. But options are soft and we're not weak, so they don't want peace. No, they don't want peace. They're gonna take the price of life and make it cost more. But I don't want war. No, I don't want war. But options are soft and we're not weak, so they don't want peace. No, they don't want peace. the book first to see through propaganda, not exclusive to them. We co-authors. If rights to people of all colors is self-evident, then why no precedence by forefathers? Good versus evil, hypocrites' explanation. If it's this, then explain when foreign aid nurtures evil. Uncle Sam service people indirectly purchase evil. Now we under God condemn those that worship evil. Convenient, ain't it? Beacon of freedom, save it. 64 when civil rights for colored people came in. Now you wanna claim the purity for desperate slaughter roundups? That's where calling out from. Separate water fountains to legalize. Japanese internment means legalized, not nationally deserving. That's how we've decided battling a person is. People die collateral and purpose. It's repeating yet you like to know. What's the main topic? Just patriotic if you quick to buy a flag for home. Unpatriotic if you criticize the status quo. And yet I criticize for more peace. But FBI tapped Martin's phones and he was 4-piece. So we got those prepared to bomb and those prepared to talk. Damn, I swear to God, but you tap me for which one? But options are soft and we're not weak. So they don't want speech. No, they don't want speech. They better sacrifice a life and make it cost more. But I don't want war. No, I don't want war. But options are soft and we're not weak. So they don't want speech. No, they don't want speech. They better sacrifice a life and make it cost more. But I don't want war. No, I don't want war. Check one. Don't want. There was a time when anti-slavery was anti-American and people still spoke out. And anti-segregation wasn't anti-American, people still spoke out. There was a time when anti-slavery was anti-American, people still spoke out. And anti-segregation wasn't anti-American, no, people still spoke out, Anti-war, am I anti-American? Anti-war. 1, 2.
Rap City.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1.
I think it's best that you give me my applause now, because when I finish, you might wish the hell I'd never been up.
What I want to know now is what we're gonna do.
And this you can put in your pipe and smoke.
What I want to know now is what we're gonna do.
On your head, baby. You know you're looking good, you know you're looking good, you know you're looking good. Soul sister, sister.
Yo, so what's hip hop music about? Jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hit, the hop, we bring it form. Jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hit, the hop. Every line I dispatch, design to tear the logo off your slip mat. Intentional, no mishap, preventable, not even kid. I'll leave them with the wrist snap, begging us a quick's equivalent to running parties off at this man. But this man and my crew, no light tunes to sit with. I drag him to the basement while the mic is tied to his wrist. Peace and love to riff, recluse, Judas and ludicrous. My crew consists of the rudest kids to drop a loop and grip a vinyl piece. Siren 3-4 off the smoothest tip, not arrogant, but I'm aware of kids still thinking, who is this? Nostalgic, digging through the dirt for a loop that's nostalgic. Living through the words that can prove this is music and poetry. Using the soul of speech, critics confused, claiming it's useless to those that seek guidance to leisure. But life just seems easier when soul, funk, and jazz is providing the meter. Funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hit, the hop, bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hit, the hop, we bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hit, the hop, we bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hit, the hop. Selling a mill, trying to cop a feel, but now like Copperfield, your magic's simply an illusion. You're pain in my chest, giving a central hard conclusion. I'm breaking your bed. West. NOS progression is the movement. I promise you'll be ruined. Like the Acropolis, you'll need to hire Superman to break this metropolis. Nostalgic is the catalyst. Really wanna battle this? Holding from this apex, all access apparatus is nothing but grade 8 for choice cuts. While the rest of hip-hop is on the road to self-destruct. You're bandaged by self-help. Want to purchase Dianetics. My eyes are blunted off, none other than Chinese genetics. Desirous to impact, a tooth that's made of wisdom. Blazing fire on the track, the truth that came to glisten. See, I want the good news to travel just a little bit faster. Where the only limitation is your own imagination. And for those who think they on point like a Kobe shot, well, Kobe a shot, cause your shot ain't hot. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. Back over the track is the kick speed, the shoes I ran a mile in. Though I plug it in, the amp, the mic remains my outlet. Nostalgic, charter in the waters that you drowned in. Nostalgic, the style spit from sound clips. Now kids believe in it, that even if you try to tattle on my sample, we got a creative, more ingredients to teach you with. Whether from ourselves or the shells, where we dwell deep in KDVS. So leave your list to the radio, more arsenal, aim and pull a snare to kill. Dante whispered in my ear, let's bring the era mill. Now who's prepared to deal? Noise to the people, my voice for the people on. Point with the needle as we celebrate the heart of it. Speaking of the part in which a turntable spinning in the park is what we started with. How hard is it to travel back? Follow me, should've known it was nostalgic progression when we dropped the beat. Radically fanatical, mission revival, the restaurant sabbatical. Prophetic styles we be spreading out throughout like multi-level marketing. Word of mouth, take CDs out, put good old progression in. This ain't the type of joint that you be smoking and sparking. It's the type of joint that's bringing light into the dark. It's like career politicians in a two-party system. We dividing up your mind with every line you listen worldwide. The words have got you wrestling. Inside the line of all divine within, living a Jekyll and Hyde. Below before the shrapnel will blow. You crawling on the knees, reaching to take the seeds home. I've been alone on four corners, surrounded by my family, as well as those who manage to be only set out to damage me. But through laws, the cause will ask, how do you keep your sanity? A little and back, a simple task, I progress nostalgically. Funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop. We're bringing funk, jazz, soul, rock, the beats, the rhymes, the hip, the hop.
Up and down a silly ladder run the notes without the words. Words are important for the mind, but the notes are for the soul.
Except for that outrageous display by the drummer.
Because as long as you have that hip-hop lens that you're looking through, anything can be flipped, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even a Sting record from 90.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It can be.
So.
Like, because recently the Mass Appeal sample for Guru, our premiere, has been revealed, and it's an 80s record.
Yeah.
You know, so I was thinking maybe the next big thing now is sampling 80s music.
Oh, it's already, I mean, Lyrics Born was the first person to me to really be... In the early 90s, I was like, man, 80s, forget it. But he was, in the early 90s, he was like, nah, I'm flipping all 80s stuff.
And then the MF Doom record came out, and that was like all 80s music.
But, I mean, again, it can, you know, when people were sampling back in the 80s, they were sampling contemporary records. You know what I mean?
Right.
They were sampling DeBarge as it was coming out, or they were sampling, you know, Midnight Star as it was coming out, or whatever. So it's like, you can't get too caught up. I mean, digging is a culture, and it's definitely valid, and it's definitely an important part of hip-hop, but I think people get a little too caught up in it sometimes, in the sense that it's like you just be about your own stuff, you know what I mean? And try not to...
Sometimes I wonder if I know where I'm going. I go for a walk like this, but it seems I have been walking for years and years and years. You know where you're going. Maybe you can tell me.
Does anyone know what is the price of a soul? Priceless. Does anyone know what might the test of time hold? Crisis. Does anyone know why I was put on this earth? Seek truth. Does anyone know about this war at its worst? Does anyone know why I've been given this face? Does anyone know what it creates in this place? Elimination. Does anyone know how I can find an answer? Ask God. Does anyone know why there's no cure for cancer? Does anyone know the origins of HIV? Does anyone know why I no longer hit weed? Does anyone know what we do to each other? Does anyone know what racism teaches our younger? Does anyone know the reasons for religious war? Does anyone know that we are reaching the core? Straight out. Answer me, answer me. Straight out. Give it to me, give it to me. Straight out. Answer me, answer me. Straight out. Give it to me, give it to me. Does anyone know what I've been tired hard of hearing. Political scandal. Does anyone know to which direction I'm steering? Does anyone know why I can't take it much longer? Does anyone know how I can get myself stronger? Does anyone know how I can turn the next page? Does anyone know how I can blow in a fit of rage? Does anyone know why I want myself here? Does anyone know when the Holy Spirit is near? Does anyone know why I should keep my mouth shut? Does anyone know why I won't give it all up? Does anyone know why I can write my feelings? Does anyone know if our death is the ceiling? Does anyone know how I can get riches? Does anyone know this world is full of snitches? Answer me, answer me. Straight out, straight out. Give it to me, give it to me. Straight out, straight out. Answer me, answer me. Straight out, straight out. Give it to me, give it to me. Does anyone know I've got the skills that you adore? Does anyone know what I am using them for? Does anyone know why I won't mimic other artists? Does anyone know the results of even the smartest? Does anyone know why I might apologize? Does anyone know we're making the dead come alive? Does anyone know why most will choose this game? Does anyone know for me it ain't about game? Does anyone know that I can travel without sound? Does anyone know if you can't see me, look around? Does anyone know I'm never bound by time? Does anyone know how I have found my mind? Does anyone know I refuse to compromise? Does anyone know I must have left you all surprised? Questions that I'm asking, seeking to be guided. Ever on point, never double my divided. Answer me, answer me. Give it to me, give it to me. Answer me, answer me. Give it to me, discrimination, elimination. Ask God. Mass plot. Scapegoat. Hate smoke. Race war. Hate more. Fear of cults. I'm your remote. Political scandal. Cynical vandal. Yeah, I see this as Jesus. We'll make a move. Stay smooth. A life to love. A white dove. Remain a mystery. Stained history. At night the journal. Does life eternal? I won't comply. I won't deny. Your point? Too annoying. Because it's useless. Words are fruitless. No disrespect. To resurrect. Fat checks. I manifest. Bypass. My, he's fast. Alpha and Omega. Father Savior. I don't regret. That's what you get.
I figure that someday everything will clear up. And then
I'll know where I'm going. Sometimes I feel as if I'm getting closer.
Life is good. Life is bad because you get into trouble. You get to go on picnics.
It's so exciting. There's so much to do. You can go anywhere and do anything in New York. It makes it very fun.
Lots of people are friendly and kind.
struggle for your last breath. Blood money leads to power, power leads to respect. The price of glory exceeds the value of life. In the hour of strife, a nation crumbles to the pressure. The cost of living is too high for the minimum wage. Nothing is what it seems, a subliminal maze. A criminal case is held in the court of justice, while the real criminals decide just what just is. Just as a young boy suffering from malnutrition, men are binging in alcohol, a valued tradition. A child's supervision provided with the flick of a switch, while a pregnant mother fulfills her nicotine itch. An old woman walks the streets without a place to go. A man at 86 in a retirement home, tired and lonely, he hits the flat line with no family to resurrect his heart. They had their own lives to handle. Everything in life, not as it seems, trying to portray the image of the American dream. A parallel scheme gives the image you'd like to see. Reality haze with the American dream.
Tatted in rags, yet all that matters is that there's an American dream he would be flattered to have. So he works and he sweats up the ladder that can lead him to glory he could have in his hand, not knowing that's the trap of the land. Once he got sky high, what used to be important traded him for fly rides and that house on the hills. Got him counting his bills, but all it cost him was to clear the poor town in the field. And his new young wife traded his high school love. The visits fade away, he doesn't write his son. What has his life become? It's not apparent to him. The new world definition of what America is. Not scared to be rich, indeed afraid to be poor. So to all that remain frightened, well, he makes even more, and he can do so. Why? Cause it's a free country, yeah, free to neglect all the people we see hungry. Cause the freedom we possess includes the right to ignore. Like how life was before, it was just dice in a war. Thank the strike of a sword or the drop of the bomb. That's what made this dream of milk and honey possible, huh? But why would you care when that girl cries scared? That's no dream, it's life in a third world nightmare. So why don't you care when that girl cries scared? American dream, not the third world nightmare.
Somewhere on this raggedy earth, somebody said something once about some kind of paradise where everything would be nice.
We're bombarded by the media's lies and propaganda, telling us the dream of all those in the land of America's the greatest. We're all after the same, but while I yearn for God's acceptance, you yearn for fame and gold. The embarrassing theme of the American dream is based on nothing but material wealth. So when it seems that your goal is filled with love and happiness, you've been fooled. You've been force-fed by schools with lies and white view. What lies beneath the surface is tarnished still to be the harsh reality and lost humanity. For that goal that you chase is only for the white man. Matter of fact, that white man had better be Christian. And matter of fact, that Christian had better be Mason. Working for Illuminati, friend only to Sheik. So evidently intertwined with the American dream is survival of the fittest, go for self, evil scheme. Though people seem to go for theirs and tell me to go for mine. What they really seem to mean is dreams so long as that I'm not acting in a manner that to trouble their cause. And if I'm not watching out, they'll strike at me with their claws. So just remember when you dream of a house and a white fence, what you hide is that you see those like me as a threat.
Threaten me with my freedom, I'm taking the risk to make it believe. And when I'm breaking an infinite system politically, my meaning is treason, saying in God we trust. Worshiping paper and metals turning to rust. The rat, the fast-paced nation, faking and shaking the earthly crust. Now down to 2000 indecision, my vision not what it seems to be. The states of unification, the matrix feeding me intravenously. But once it was a dream to me, shattered thought of what could be. The sleeves are up to a toss, now snake eyes are staring straight back at me. Pistol packing a teen, attacking a campus like a fiend. Fear of death from education, I thought the days would never be seen. Still don't believe freedom through muzzle liberty got me free to try to be me. Meanwhile the fathers of our country are teaming to manifest my destiny. They tested me from waving a flag and bursting bombs in the air, burning across upon my lawn for not a truth but really a dare. My people don't know the language, but they love their tourist pictures. This house has got so dark that they can't possibly get enough pictures. And Wendell is still broke, come from blood up on the corner, but they need to draw the chalk lines and a call request in the coroner. Mind the strides we've made from the days of 1776, broken to a point it feels that the Lord can't even fix. he's just invincibly the one. This is nostalgic progression. Prophecy, Mr. Miller here to teach the lesson number 7.
Get back. Well, you know, what I want you to do now is, you know, if you can in your own word, just sing some of it. Tell us about it in a few words, you know. I'm gonna put a little music to it, okay?
Now, those days are over, the golden days of love and trust in you.
Born in a factory in 74. Split from my brothers the day that I was sent to stores. So I sat cool, chilling on the shelf, man, till I was bought for 2 bills and about 12 cents. That night on my back I spun around. When this needle pressed into me you could hear a drumming sound. So it was 4 months till something weird had happened. I was shoved in a crate and put upstairs in an attic. I was passing time by there, but getting dreary old. When I saw the light again it must have been 20 years or so. Nearly gone were my grooves playing tattered beats, but the guy was howling, I just found a sample D. And then I spun this time back and forth though. This time the needle scraped past my torso. Scream after scream, yo I must be tripping. How is it that each scream is just a repetition? Making me say, sweaty fingers touching me and raping, will it stop? Look over my shoulder and I see somebody like me. He's strapped in, the needle and the hand got him crying. They turn this knob to 45, I'm dizzy, gonna puke. Slide a knob to the right, still spinning but I'm mute, yet I can hear the other dude. He sounds like me exactly, thinking hard to myself, now how on earth could that be? Then the torture all stops, yo we lasted. They give us back our sleeves and put us in our jackets. Stuff us both together in a crate and then they jet. So I turned to the dude who looked like me and said to him, how you been around for 20 years and look brand new? I never saw you at the factory. He said, that's true, I was pressed last month you see, and then brought on by this producer's squad at dustygroove.com. It must be true, I thought. I've heard about clones. He's got a 1999 birthmark near his throat. He ain't original sound, he thinks appearances count. Then what's up with that reissue tattoo near his mouth? I don't give a damn about some copycat piece. So I funk the other dude, not often I sleep. Next day wake up the kids bugging in the kegels. I hear myself playing but I wasn't on the table. What the hell is going on? Nobody answers openly. That's not my voice, somebody's rapping over me. Gripped on and choked when they spin on my chrome. Exchange hand to hand when I'm switched off at shows. Cause they use me and music when they tell rap tunes. Yeah, you might have seen my face on LL's tattoo. Yo, I've been held by crews who use me to summon energy. Been in front of thousands on stage with Public Enemy. So what's my destiny? I used to ask my father. He was held by Betty Davis, Marvin Gaye, and Clarence Carter. Growing up, he'd tell me how he was needed by them. It was true, all my life I dreamed to be just like him. I started young in the hands of these cats in the park. Break beats on 8th Street to break dancing till dark. People would clap to the songs, right to the funk of the sounds. That's when they pick me up and use me just to pump up the crowd. Cool Herc would grab me by the cord and then he'd toast the spot. And I get thrown a lot to Mr. Coldplay Rock. He jam you rock and you don't stop. He said you rock and you don't stop. That's how the whole block in South Bronx would get down. Yeah, we blow spots, the house rock to death sound. Plugged in by Bam to help me work into the hand that felt me first. I would amplify the voice to make the man who held me heard. Like for Run, Slick Rick or Rakim, I played the best from 33s to take the senses. Stages bust my KRS. Now who knew it came to this ride? We prized on all these posters. At 20-some years later, I'm the icon of this culture. Yo, they always say my name in freestyles when I ain't in them. Hell, they even use my likeness for an album ranking system. Monotone to that list, whole record to the high pitch. I've dealt with these noises, smelt the breath of these voices. They slam the stage and battles hit. Thrown at the floor, amateurs gonna seem to handle trip. Over my cord, you got a grip on my hips. You can feel the hard rhythms with the flick of the switch. After the XLR clicks in. But too many claim they rock me when they know not properly. No, I'm not property, nobody's getting props with me. Without realizing what it takes for this. Cause I can spot a real MC, he understands this relationship is 50-50. So what you give me, I'ma give back. Next time I'm on the stage, don't forget that. Next time you pick me up, realize that this is hard to do. And if you treat me right, I just might make a star of you.
man Hero, all the way from Japan in the studio. What's up, Hero? Tell him what's up.
You are listening to DJ Tyrant and Rick Roos, the infamous Donkey Punchers, and KDBS 90.3 Davis.
What you know about? Hey, Hero.
Can you say it in Japanese?
Can you say it in Japanese for us?
Oh, he ran away.
Hey, he had to go do some stuff.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, do it at the like volume you're gonna record at. Yeah, just go so you won't be, so I know exactly how.
Okay. But did you adjust my sound? Let's go. Test. So you won't be placking my name on condemned buildings that sulk on streets like children in pews. Won't have you naming me after boarded up manifestos of money, windows of wood, lawn and uncut, uncombed head. Won't be that broken down suit dressed in fine jewelry and stairs that trip over heaven. You will build me with the original tongues of Babylon. I will be the tower you build together, you pray together. Before the Babel struck us dumb in the tongue, you would be safe to build me dirt up, a temple, walls consecrated, air incantations of my people. With one tongue you will build me a temple, put in me a prayer. Put in me a prayer. I am your fresh, flowing, preserving the juice of freedom fruit. The baptism / healing pools of mysticism. I am your breath, the heirloom of God. The corrupted words transformed into lovely, the smell of God after he swallows our sins. I am your savior, the soul ellipsis of the soul, the spittle clearing your sights, the recipient of your kisses. I am your hymnal, the hold you, walk with you, the close your eyes and you can see me, the let me take you home. Shh, sing that song for me, sing that song for me. Coming for the day goes dark, the stars may steal your eyes. They will tumble out the sky like mighty afterlife. Wanna wrap you in a song, place you on my tongue, swallow you in a warm embrace till we see the sun. The day goes dark, the stars may steal your eyes. They will tumble out the sky like mighty afterlives. Wanna wrap you in a song, place you on my tongue, swallow you in a warm embrace till we see the sun. Pug knows.
What's your idea?
Oh, I was gonna leave the room too. Since this track is exactly 6 minutes long, I was gonna leave the room and come back 6 minutes later.
Okay.
So you can be by yourself.
Okay.
Plus, I want another slice of pizza.
Can you lower this?
The Hope Diamond is on display at the museum.
I can't relate this feeling. It's just another heist, but every time I still find the stakes appealing. You can say I'm paid for stealing, but that's just a phrase we deal in. Here today, gone tomorrow, having made $1 million. Double check the blueprints for where the safe is sealed in. Plan A, the fast way, the ventilated ceiling. Bypass access to infiltrate the shielding. Stats the price in half the time and then escape the building. So now we're case to place, safe through my binoculars. Remember what the crew said, situate the problem first. Damn, the 5th floor is 8 crews and officers. The 6th, I'll have to disconnect the zoom and monitors. The room's regarded and the troops heavily armored. And if sensors detect any metal on me, it's harder. No need to panic, there's beeping in my headset.
Agent Millen, coming, are you receiving my message? I got you, recluse here, this is the procedure. First, no casualties, it'll just make it easier. Guards have the key in there, so take roof access. You got 4 minutes, now bring the loot back quick.
What about the cameras? Are there any in my passage?
Don't stay here, check it, that's what my task is. I'll disconnect the power, but here's the condition. 3 minutes till the backup system kicks in.
Move back enough to make room and then I dash and jump. Aim the grapple gun, direct hit. Quietly make the entrance. Alright, I'm in, guys. Now tell me where the vent is.
Don't take the vent, the quarters are safe.
What about security? Is it heading towards this way?
You're clean and mark the spot close to the center on the 5th floor. 8 guards in motion detector.
This gets better, not a trap. Are you sure?
If it's a trap, then avoid, but the chances will score.
I need a map for this floor.
We'll guide you to it.
Then advise me through this if I don't need the blueprint.
Alright, then let's move it. Proceed as we order.
So I creep past the corner and leap out the door to the elevator. Reprogram the output switchboard. Now the numbers won't light up when I switch floors. I'm into the 5th floor. There's guards at the end of this hallway. Yo, Dante, I need a route that's all safe.
Agent Millen, there's a glitch in this building. They know where you are. The guards tricked us in this thing.
I see it's emergency. What I need is to hurriedly abort, but it's too late. I hear a breach in security. Walkie-talkies on and off. Now no longer guarded watch. They're telling me the arm was shots across the intercom. If only the alarm would stop reducing my work, I'd move in the search. Too late. I see, but the door won't budge without fingerprint ID. Any noises might make it hard for me to avoid the sight. I need the Trojan horse plan to pinpoint the price. I hear a voice that's light, a guard is running up front. As soon as he's in range, I slam the butt of my gun to drop him down and knock him out. And in a sudden then, I change into his uniform and badge, and I'm one of them. The other men are stepping in, but before they get to me, I signal in and tell them false alarm, they don't suspect a thing. I'm settling, now how all of this will be a piece of cake. Guys, I need the trace if you want me to reach the safe.
We can't keep this place, we're supposed to team this case. That guard you knocked out was a host, a piece of bait, you took it.
Look, the badge will last through the night.
They wanted you to wear it, it's a tracking device. It's a trap in disguise, get out, we have to give up.
I try to respond, but the transmission is cut. No time for panicking, but I stop loading transmit. I call for help, but all I hear is shots followed by static. I pause on what to do next. Instinct says move left. The closest exit, not more than 62 steps. But once I turn around, I'll feel a barrel press. Damn, I forgot to take that guard's bulletproof.
Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain.
Yeah,
I was raised in Plainview amidst the dirty city streets, the concrete and feces, crooked cops walking on the beat, fountain dwellers, filthy fellas snagging coats, jewels, pawn them off, receiving cash for coke sellers, shattered glass, breaking, entering, grand theft, auto, shotgun blast, arsonist to anarchists, imagine that, hustles playing roles, trying to tip they hat, fool you in deception, seduction from a street professional, a walk along the sidewalk leads to breathing questionable, all you hear is rapid fire from a backyard and watch, step the streets alone with all to fill his thoughts, be a bottle vehicle, golden shower from the toss, toxic sunset, a breath of fresh air, a doubt is surely reasonable, ladies vomit DNA, relationship less meaningful, crack another addict, do cuff solicitation, Louisville slugging to the brain, you run and they still chasing, there's a war zone in our own home, front lines are on the front walls, flashing chrome, emitting smoke barreling, a morning in this world has got you barreling, one false move into the movie, now you're posted, there's a war zone in our own home, front lines are on the front walls, flashing chrome, emitting smoke barreling, a morning in this world has got you barreling, one false move into the movie, now you're blown, 92, April 29th, more power to the people, exit out the front door to a world less equal, it needs no introduction as the odors of a burning land has got my legs shaking, now they feeble, but now we know no evil, forget the hearing, speaking the saying, even vigilante store owners got they text spraying pandemonium, mob and mentalists versus right-wing fundamentalists, the top two on the rival street credentialists, they make a pact of unity, forgetting bad community, no man is safe, not even with diplomatic immunity, who could it be? Oppressed over oppressor, no man will ever willingly say yes sir, forever revolutionary, getting scary, any means necessary, repercussions, narrow minds committing Harry Carey, the city of the angels got the devils coming out, executive declares the air a new apocalypse now, there's a war zone in our own home, front lines are on the front lawns, flashing chrome, emitting smoke barreling, a morning in this world has got you barreling, one false move into the movie, now you posted, there's a war zone in our own home, front lines are on the front lawns, flashing chrome, emitting smoke barreling, a morning in this world has got you barreling, one false move into the movie, now you blown. It's time to break down the walls, remember, east and the west, from source awards to hip-hop wars, to Germans in Berlin, it's worldwide now, not just in the backyard, whereabouts remain a mystery, not even Scotland Yard could solve the case, had our twin legs swept from under our face, trash in the waste, aviate the shadiest place, vacate the building, parliament frustration is building, while you worry your mind on where my ethnicity is building, sealed in the blanks, right between the lines, corruption now pervasive, should've ripped between the eyes, a crash heard around the world has got the world ready to listen, lies of a better past, coming from only reminiscing, if you knew what you was missing, but you missed it till now, no love, no hugs or kisses, strip the mistletoe down, chapter finally concluding, time to enter in the dragon, flames from a heart of fire, sterilizing not for bragging, there's a war zone in our own home, front lines are on the front lawns, flashing chrome, emitting smoke barreling, a morning in this world has got you barreling, one false move into the movie, now you posted, there's a war zone in our own home, front lines are on the front lawns, flashing chrome, emitting smoke barreling, a morning in this world has got you barreling, one false move into the movie, now you blown, you left blown, we left you blown, nostalgic P, prophecy, was recluse, Mr. Miller, Dante, and Riff Raff, you left blown, what, we left you blown, you left blown, we left you blown, you left blown, we left you blown, you left blown.
And it may not be such a bad idea if I never went home again.
We're listening to the sounds of a low-cost, low-maintenance, long-distance communication system.
Drum, 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 drum.
the drums actually do talk, and there is something called a drum language. And the drums, with the use of high and low tones and rhythm, can imitate speech. Not everybody can play these drums. And it is a very specialized activity. You have to learn to play the drum like you have to learn any other complicated skill. Drum language, drum language, drum language, drum language, drum language, drum language.
It too was considered uncomfortable. And it was actually misnamed secondary. I think that will be enough for today, so make sure you guys show up to lab. Remember, lab starts at 1 o'clock. Don't be late. If you have any questions, come and see me. I won't be able to make office hours tomorrow. If you need to see me in office hours, try to come and see me today or email me.
Now listen, I can't seem to decipher what is it my brain thinks, reminiscent of nostalgia as I sit and daydream, searching for a relax and still haven't wrote yet. I owe 7 verses and I got a stack of OChem textbooks and notes. Yeah, I wanna get it over, but I'm checking out the entropy that's on my physics homework. Damn, disorder, and all it does is get worse. Can't even decide if I wanna change the sweatshirt. Strange how my head works, pain how my head hurts. Try to be productive with the pencil at my desk for a minute. I'm in it, 60 seconds passed by last night. Should've tried to use my out of class time instead. I squandered it just like I often did in high school. I'd like to find out what my problem is. Busy doing nothing and I got friends to chill with, but millin'. There's that degree you wanna still get. Trying to do what seems best, like no longer recess. I need breaths, but all I do is seek stress. Is pre-med and hip-hop, does that fit? I wonder what my dad thinks. Walking both roads cause I wanna see their paths bring something. Anything, many things to do now. Plugging up my ears cause I don't wanna hear how truth sounds. Yo, you guys don't understand, I'm an MD on his way.
Yo, Mel, I know you an MC on stage.
No, I wanna be like Dr. Carter on TV, man.
What'd you say? Chris Parker on MTV Raps?
Dante, are you even listening to me? I can't think through it yet, it's more confusing in a sense. Even amusing me in that while hip-hop music in my deck, I take more units that I can as it influencing my weeks. Traded pencils for a mic for instrumentals, so my bike, why is it doing this to me? Cool herc or schoolwork, college for knowledge, yet astonished if this is really the rule first. Buddies in dorm rooms, money for more booze, while I'm spitting with El Dante who's drumming with horn toots. Hungry to pen raps, not to say that's the least, to rock the stage and have to leave to study for MCAT. The cipher circle needs me in all the time, but I'm too preoccupied with the entire verbal reasoning. Stuck on this question, hey recluse, what's it symbolize? He misunderstood, replied he liked it when the symbols ride. Damn it, no, I said, look, I asked him for a second time. He misunderstood, replied he liked all of the blended chimes. Frustrated, moved on, practice writing sample. Startled then by Dante, about who had the nicest sample. Screaming Yusef Lateef, but recluse disagrees. Man, that's useless to me, I need my own room to breathe. Man, plugging up my ears, I got this whole book to read, but every minute there's somebody turning old loops to beats. Man, Rec, you don't understand. I gotta work for this hard professor.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to learn from the large professor.
No, I wanna get my MPH by at least 2006.
Oh, I agree. I think MPC 2000s are sick.
Man, Rec, are you listening to me? I can't seem to figure out for me, now what is it about? Do I want the bigger house or the 7-figure salary? Challenging it is to get your money's worth of college when procrastination is the job and you're a workaholic. I need my turn in knowledge, but the game wheel is late. Still, this ain't real. All my eyes on dollar signs of paid bills. I listen to myself now. He says help myself out. To how well now wealth sounds to write raps and sell out. I trail down this fantasy. Damn, the greed is real. And though I can't be myself, I'm here on TRL. Is it Britney or Christina? Pick me, they scream, but I don't say. My hope strays. Where the hell's Beyonce? Gold chains and whips with my own plane to live in. I'm so famous and rich and still don't pay the tip. Now I won't stray the kids, cause this world is my job. I got all the screaming teeny bopping girls I could want. Stacks of papes. Underground MCs can't touch. So will the real Mr. Milner just please stand up? I can't budge. Wake up. I think I hate this dream. No disrespect to paid MCs. I'm not an image paid to be what the industry wants. Packaged with good promotion. I wake up in a sweat with my genetics book unopened. Did any of that happen? It's getting kinda late. Damn, I wonder what a ghostwriter makes. Man, I'm so stressed by this organism evolution.
Word, I like stress by organism fusion too.
And this Q equals MC delta T?
Yeah, I think Q-tip's a dope MC.
Man, Dante, you know I'm here for an education, right?
Entertainment, ADD, time.
Dude, you're making me want to leave
class now. Peace.
In particular, we can sometimes see them in the beginning of the reaction pathway. A good example was hexokinase. We also see them at rate-limiting steps. A good example of that is phosphofructose kinase.
To maintain the species through a dark age. In other words, we're talking about an underground. And the purpose of this underground is to find out how to preserve the light. The culture. How to keep things living. You see, I keep thinking that what we need is a new language. A language of the heart. Some kind of language between people, that is a new kind of poetry.
Sitting at home and you're thinking that you're hip-hop, I'm not saying it to disrespect you, but you probably aren't.